I'm addicted to the thrill.
I'm ready.
It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. Get your fatigues on. All black, everything. Black cars, all black, everything. And our girls are blackbirds, riding with they. I get more in depth if you boys really real enough. This is not familiar. I'll explain later. But for now, let me get back to this paper. I'm a couple bands down and I'm trying to get back. I gave Doug a grip. I lost a flip for 5 stacks. Yeah, I'm talking 5,60 shot zeros. Here, Doug. Back to running circles round. Now we squared up. Hold up.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
We are. You can call me Caesar, in a dark Caesar. Please follow the leader. So Eric B, we are. Microphone fiend, it's the return of the God. Peace God. It ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason, Martin Margiela on the table screaming. The other side they jealous. We got a banquet full of. They got a table full of fellas. Yeah. And they ain't spinning no cake. They should. My whole team got dough, so my bank account is looking like millionaires, bro. Yeah.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
You could go from being Joe Blow to everybody on your know. I bought my whole family whips, no Volvos. Next time I'm in church, please, no photos. Police escorts, everybody passports. This the life that everybody asks for. This a fast life, we are on a crash course. What you think I rap for? To push a rap for? But I know that if I stay stunting, all these girls only gon' want one thing. I could spend my whole life goodwill hunting. Only good gon' come is as good when I'm. She got it. And up top, and I'm beasting off the. And my just made it out the. We give a about the drama that you do bring. I'm just trying to change the color on your mood ring. Reebok, baby, you need to try some new things. Have you ever had shoes without shoestrings? What's that, yay? Baby, these heels, is that a made what? Baby, these wheels. You tripping when you ain't have a. You feeling like you running, huh? Now you know how we feel.
Cheers. Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers, new watch just to keep up with the paces, new game plan off the new places. I got a feeling I could win this race. I found my pace. The only thing that you could do for me is please stay about my way. Don't come around my way unless you got something to pay. I'm trying to find a place place where I could free my mind. Well, I don't need my, ain't no need for, I ain't worried about losing. Focused on winning. God forgive me for my.
The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now, New York starting five. Stephen Curry is out there with Derek White. Then there's Al Horford. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Washington. Ball passes to Sarr. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
And here's New York now. 4-point game. Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. Here's the three. Duran with a rebound. The three from Ball. The shot no good. Outside Curry. Pass to White. And here's Anunoby. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Ball outside. Here's Sarr. Now here's Bridges. Anunoby covering. Anunoby against Bridges. Over Anunoby. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Horford, a screen on Ball. Curry's shot is off. The Wizards have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Harden. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Outside White. Curry, a screen on Harden. Back to Curry. Pass to White. The three. It's rebounded by Washington.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
They get it again. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Screen by Horford. And a deep three from Curry. And again, the Knicks missing.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Now here's White. No made baskets yet. Horford, a screen on Harden. White for three. Horford. There's the block. Ball against Curry. Pass to Sarr. Now here's Harden. And here's Ball. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Knicks trail by 7. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The kick out to White. The three from Curry. And they get it back. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Wizards have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Tipped. Clark against Sarr. To stop the drought. And the layup by Clark.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Ball outside. Pass to Duren. Harden surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Ball outside. This one for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
The kick out. Curry. Off the mark there with a 3.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
The 3 from Ball. Here's Sarr. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Sarr. And the Knicks making a change here. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Stephen Curry, number 1.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Ball outside. From 11 feet away, that one a little long.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
And Ball with the basket on the assist from Banchero.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Harris. And there's the rejection.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Banchero. Ball, a screen on Harris. Inside. The fadeaway. That one falls. And it's a 7-point Wizard lead.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back over to you.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And the Knicks with the possession here after the basket by Washington. Harris passes to White. Clark with a screen on Harden. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Oh, Clark with the slam.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Washington making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Duran. Sadiq Bey comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Christie subbed in for Ball. Now here's Christie, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Here's Dunn. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Bey with a screen on Harris. It's Banchero with the drive. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And the Wizards lead by 4. Pass to Curry. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And Carroll with a screen on Curry. Curry against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. No good on the triple.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
The score now all even. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Washington has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Outside Harden. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 6.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better. Pass
to Curry, and there's a pick. Lets it go from deep. No go there. He's 3 for 9 in this one.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And Carroll passes to Harden. Bey from long range. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, Bey knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
Pass to Harris. Over to the wing. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Christie. Dunn. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
No, it's hard to contain Edgecombe, and that opens things up in the pick and roll.
Harden against Curry. Now here's Banchero. Bey with a screen on Harris. The 3 from Banchero hits a 3-pointer. Banchero's got his second basket.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Curry against Harden. Pass to Bryant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Boy, no hesitation whatsoever. Thomas Bryant and catch and shoot. Go ahead, sir.
Harden, the pass to Banchero. Ooh, rejected by Harris. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Wizards. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Derek White. He's out there with Edgecombe, and it's Anunoby in at the power forward. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
White on the wing, hounded by Ball. Here's Edgecombe. It's rebounded by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Washington. 3-point lead. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Knicks trail by 3. Here's Edgecombe. The 15-footer is good. Edgecombe's got his first 2 points of the night.
And with his combination of rim running and mid-range shooting, defenses don't know what to do with Edgecombe.
Pass to Vucevic. Puts it up from 12. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Dunn. Outside White. Here's Anunoby. Guarded by Sarr. The 3 from Edgecombe. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Ball taking his time here. Outside Christie. Pass to Grant. Launches it. White with the steal. To the inside. New York working the ball around now. Dunn's shot is good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Washington making some changes. Duran comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Bridges in for Christie. Horford, he's checked in for New York. Clark comes in for Dunn. Now here's Grant. He's scoreless. And there's a 3-second violation. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Knicks.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Ball. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Pass to Edgecombe. Clark with a screen on Bridges.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And we've seen the Wizards churning their roster, Doris, with an eye toward the future.
Yes, and that BA means inevitably absorbing those extended losing streaks, but you're doing it at least with a plan in mind. You need talent to win, and I'm talking big-time talent. And the best way to develop that talent is with patience. So there's a process they're following.
Here's Ball. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Duran in the high post. And the dunk by Duran.
I'll tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's White. Yet to see a basket. Clark with a screen on Ball. Shot clock at 5. White can't hit.
Oh, tough rebound for the big fella, but that is his job, folks.
From deep, Sarr. And they recover it. Duran, the pass to Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
Well, Alex Sarr doesn't only have length, folks. He's got big-time hops, and he finishes that bucket in a hurry.
Clark outside. Pass to Edgecombe. White with a screen on Bridges. And that one is stuffed right through.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's Duran. He's got 6. Clock at 6. Grant outside. There's the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Clark. White looking it over. Clark with the screen. Down low. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Bridges outside. Pass to Duran. There's Ball with a 3. The Knicks with the rebound.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
New York working the ball around now. White with a screen on Bridges. Outside White. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for him.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
So for the Wizards, Bay, he's checked in for Sarr, and it's Harden in for LaMelo Ball. White for 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Grant, the pass to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Bay. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. New York leading by 5. Curry passes to Harris. Back to Curry from the arc. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
Pass to Bridges. Shoots. Horford with a steal. Grant against Harris. And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Banchero's checked in for Washington. Bryant, he's checked in for New York. Curry against Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And so Curry nails both of them.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Harden, the pass to Duran. Banchero outside. Out to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Harden. To stop the run. And it's Harris with the rebound. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for New York. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Christie's checked in for Washington. Here's Harden. He's got 6. Pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Brian, back to you.
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you. Free throw good. Brian.
Boy, you talk about a guy who is a great rim runner. You're talking about Thomas Bryant. He's also able to make that face-up jump shot. Thomas Bryant just needs to stay healthy.
Now here's Duren. Give him 8 points now. Lets it fly from 18. And Caro no good.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
To the paint. Here's Bryant. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
White against Harden. Bay outside. Harden against White. Shot from the top of the key. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
I got to help side.
Horford passes to Curry. Misses the 3.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Bryant outside. And they call an illegal screen here. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
And Washington making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Dunn, he's checked in for Horford. Outside Harden. Pass to Banchero. And here's Bay. Vucevic with it. No points yet. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. The 3 from Banchero. Rebounded by Dunn. Knicks leading by 13. White, the pass to Bryant. Now Harris. Pass to White. It's rebounded by Washington.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Washington shooting their first free throw tonight. The Knicks making a switch here.
One shot.
That's good from Harden.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Now here's Bryant. Give him 8 points now. To the middle. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Harden. 9 points in the game. And Caro in the post. Misses from short range.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Christie against Curry. Three-pointer off the mark. And so we wrap up the first half. Knicks out in front, up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first
execution. These guys know what they want offensively. Their timing is in sync. That's why, by and large, they've played.
And guys, let's turn our... And that's a wrap on...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. A 12-point game. They've got Jalen Duren. Mikal Bridges is out there with Sarr. Then it's James Harden. And it's Ball in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. White finds Clark. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Just 3 to shoot. And an Obi for 3. And James Harden pulls it down. And the Wizards shooting 46%, a decent average so far. And finished off by Sarr.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
Knicks leading by 10. Outside Curry, the 3-ball. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Duren in the high post. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Al Horford.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Clark, back to Anunoby. Curry against Bridges. The kick out to White. Fires from deep, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, a corner 3 for Derek White. Surprise, surprise. This guy will light you up if you give him shots.
3-pointer, Harden. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Curry against Bridges. Outside Anunoby. White for 3. Duren with the rebound.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Pass to Harden. White with a steal. Horford outside. Here's Curry. Fires the 3. Money! Stephen Curry, the 3-point king.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the 3-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Washington shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he drops the first. And Duren drops them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Outside Curry. Back to White. Let's go with a three. Rebound by the Wizards.
Not himself in range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Clark outside. Lets the three fly. And the Knicks miss again.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. Grant's checked in for Bridges. Edgecombe, he's checked in for New York. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Outside Curry. Fires for three. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Pass the ball. 4-3. A three ball from LaMelo.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Edgecombe. He has 6. Clark in the post. Started by Sarr. And it's rejected. And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last. Tobias Harris checked in for Horford. And New York has possession. They're leading by 8. 4 on the clock. The three from Edgecombe. It's rebounded by Washington. Duran's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Ball. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Durant outside. Back to Harden. Takes the three. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Anunoby for 3. And James Harden pulls it down. The Wizards trail by 8. Grant, the pass to Harden. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. New York shooting at 45% of the game so far. And here's Curry for 3. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got his 5th assist in this one. Ball passes to Duran. Now Harden takes a 3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, this is just great competitive spirit by James Harden. You make a 3, he's coming right back.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Washington. Christie comes in for Harden. Harris passes to Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I'll tell you, with his rapid-fire release, defenders are forced to leave their feet when Curry rises to shoot, and that's why the pump fake serves him so well.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry.
Despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Outside Christie. Pass to Vucevic. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And that one falls for Vucevic.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Pass to Banchero. 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Bryant, he's checked in for New York. Shot clock at 3. Here's Ball. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Bryant. Here's Edgecombe. He has 6. Bryant, a screen on Grant. Lets it fly. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got 8. The Wizards trail by 9. Now Ball. Grant outside. From deep. Washington again can't hit. Outside Curry. Bryant, a screen on Ball. Pass to Bryant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Just such a good finisher around the bucket. Thomas Bryant has so many moves he can turn to. Nice.
And here's Vucevic. Washington again can't hit. Dunn outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Washington. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. The Wizards trail by 11. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Ball finds Vucevic. And it's New York with a rebound.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Bey passes to Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
Pass to Edgecombe. New York working the ball around now. On the wing, Curry. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Washington making a change here. Bridges is checked in, and the Knicks making a change here as well. Derek White's checked in for Bryant.
One shot.
And so it's Bey who brings up the ball for Washington. Down by 12. Pass to Vucevic. Harris against Grant. From the top of the key, just 5 on the clock. That's short off the rim. Well, the Knicks shooting around 41% in the third quarter. Curry finds Harris. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Washington has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Harris against Ball. The turnaround jumper, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Sars checked in for Grant. Wizards trail by 12. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Bay outside. Vucevic, a screen on Curry. Pass to Vucevic. Nails it from beyond the arc. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Clark outside. Back to Curry. Kicks it out to Anunoby. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 6th assist of the night.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Bridges right side. Bay with a screen on Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Clark finds Curry. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to White from behind the arc. And Bay pulls it down. The Wizards trail by 12. Ball outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Knicks. They lead by 12. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Al Horford out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Derek White. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Anunoby in at the 3.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Back to Curry. Top of the key. Rebound by the Wizards. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball passes to Harden. Back to Ball. Outside Harden. 3-pointer. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Allie, thank you. Ball passes to Harden. The three-pointer off the mark.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
New York working the ball around now. Here's Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
Sarr with a screen on White. Harden, the pass to Sarr. And there it is for him.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
White, the pass to Horford. Back to White. Clark with a screen on Harden. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And Harden's got the ball here for the Wizards. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Sarr with a screen on White. Harden from outside. Clark grabs the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Bridges against Anunoby. Outside White. Looking to end this cold spell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. James Harden picks one up.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. A level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
New York making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Pass to Harden. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Out to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sarr. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Sarr's got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Clark outside. Outside White. New York again can't hit.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Here's Sarr. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Curry against Bridges. On the wing, Curry. Shoots over Bridges. New York again can't hit. And Washington with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. With the teardrop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real. What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Horford, a screen on Bridges. Curry from deep three-point land. Off target with the three.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Pass to Bridges. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Now here's Curry. Outside White. Duren against Horford. Shoots over Duren. And Horford gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 1.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Duren, the pass to Harden. The three from Ball. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside White. Pass to Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half. Harden, the pass to Duren. Now here's Ball. Washington moving the ball around. Bridges misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Outside White. White coming through.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area. Just drops it in softly.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Harden. And here's Bridges. Anunoby covering. Here's Ball. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And here's Anunoby. Outside Curry. Launches a three. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Duren with a screen on White. Ball outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Bridges misses.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The Wizards trail by 11. Ball outside. Sarr with it to get back on track. They grab their own miss. Sarr a screen for three. Bridges sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Horford passes to Curry from downtown. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 16th rebound on the night. Out left to the wing. Here's Ball. Pushing through. LaMelo Ball.
Just one made basket for him here in the fourth, but it's a big one.
Here's White. Now the pass to Horford. Curry! Oh, off target from downtown. Wizards trail by 6. Now Ball. Cleared away by White.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Here's a pass to Horford. Rebounded by Sarr. The Wizards have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Ball. Harden outside. Misses the three.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Curry. Anunoby. He's off from three. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter here. Ball against White. White with the steal. Fast break, New York. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Well, that's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. .127 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gets it to go.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Now Curry. Clark with a screen on Bridges. Curry. Rebounded by Sarr.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Harden. Ball outside. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. For three. Anunoby there for the rebound. And that's an intentional foul. And so Curry will bring it up for New York. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They double-team Curry. And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting two.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he comes up empty, missing both.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, missed on the tray. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting two.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Washington. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 9-point game here.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
And so this one belongs to the Knicks. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just, enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Good times, it's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them fight at that hood time. Remember I used to when it was about that. Yeah, that little walk up tripping, she get that much time. I don't waste time. I don't have patience, baby. Didn't go fast, she speed racing. We go wild walks up here time. See my boss like a grandson. Come here, play, I'm molested. I let her write me my suggestions. Hey, pop quiz, it's a pop quiz. All my money coming clean, you can't pop this. She got that locked up like Lost Mill. Come to my lights like a reindeer. Me and Poppy on the same. My diamonds could never stand still. Where you going, can't come here. I'll always take you back for your.
Come over, good time, was a bad one. You say you want, give me something long time. Me deal with this thing, no something like crime. I make you sing this line.
Even in the summertime, me and Lil' Shawty cutter. I swear to God, I'ma tell you, dog got the struggle. Baby girl, sit it down, you not known like a usher. I told her mama, I don't mind what my teeth do. I wanna control you like voodoo. I'm started screaming free on phone and doodloo. Every time I have a good time, do.
Good time, eh? Come over, good time, was a bad one. You say you want, give me something long time. Me deal with this thing, no something like crime. I make you sing this line.
is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for... You know, RJ, you can feel the excitement in the air. It's the season opener for both these teams.
The wait is finally over for these fans. Both teams hoping to kick things off with a win, so I expect a lot of effort tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Brown. Williams is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Bona in a power forward.
Defense makes it hard for Simmons, but he managed to get it through.
Pass to Brown. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Nurkic. Thompson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. On defense, Chicago. Door to screen on Brown. The drop by Simmons.
That is what this team wants from Simmons. Aggression.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Free throw good, Maxey. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Back to Dort. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brown deciding where to go with it. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Mobley outside. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Mobley to the hole. Just easy off that drive.
Pass to Bona. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lets the three fly. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Dort passes to Simmons. And here is Mobley. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Here's Mobley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And, Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
And both free throws good for Mobley. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
And Williams with the stuff.
You can tell Maxey enjoys moving the ball. He likes setting up other guys.
And Simmons kicks to Thompson. Pass to Mobley. Back to Dort. Now Simmons. It's hauled in by Brown. Bulls trail by 3. Gordon with it. Dort covering. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Nurkic. Now, here's Dort. Dallas again missing. Gordon against Nurkic. Here's Bona. Brown outside. Fader on the way. The shot will not fall.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Simmons. Holds it up there for Mobley and taken away by Brown. From deep, Maxey. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Maxey's got 8 points.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
And Thompson kicks to Simmons. Dallas moving it around. Dort misses.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Williams has a screen for Brown. Pass to Williams. Pulls it up. Brown with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Sims is checked in, and Shepard subbed in for Yusuf Nurkic. Chicago also making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Mark Williams. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Brown. Mavericks trail by 4. Dort passes to Shepard. Outside for Simmons. And they get it. Chicago grabs the miss. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pass to Shepard, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
From what I've seen, Shepard would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Back to DiVincenzo. Gordon kicks to DiVincenzo. Now Maxey. Over Simmons, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Now, here's Maxey. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Back to Gordon. Pass to Bitadze. And here's Gordon. And here's Maxey outside. Goes back up. Bitadze can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Simmons. He has 6. Here's Mobley. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for him.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Here's Kennard. And the Bulls with another miss. The Mavericks trail. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Kevin, back to you.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Chicago with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Ricochet with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Sims after the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. And that one's good. Ricochet. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Here's Nesmith. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Chicago has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. DiVincenzo with the screen for Ricochet. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Richard, the Bulls knocked out of the play-in by the Miami Heat for 3 seasons in a row.
You can't call it a rivalry if it's in the play-in. It's not the playoffs. The playoffs? With the Bulls finally committed to a rebuild, it could be a while before they create any more impressive postseason narratives.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by Dallas.
And that's impressive mobility there. Hachimura is tough to stay with given how quick he rolls in these sets.
Here's Shepard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. Here's Houston. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Ruri showing off that athletic ability.
Shepard, the pass to Barnes. Uncovered. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now Ricochet. 12 seconds left to play in the first. 5 to shoot. Screen by Batadze. Releases. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Chicago up by 4. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Kennard is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Gordon, then there's Brown, and it's Hachimura in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Nurkic, still yet to score. Simmons can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 6. Hachimura, the pass to DiVincenzo. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. 3-pointer. Thompson with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons passes to Nurkic. Brown outside. On the wing, Gordon. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. There's Brown with the three. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Simmons, a screen on Kennard. Pass to Nurkic. Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here is Hachimura. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Mavericks trail by 6. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How about that? Simmons stays strong and gets the and one chance.
Elbow. 2.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now, Mobley. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Maxey. Williams has a screen for Maxey. And a slam by Williams.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And Simmons kicks to Nurkic. It's Dort on the wing. Kennard covering. Simmons against Maxey. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Kennard. Now, here's Maxey. 10 points for him. Sinks the triple.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Kennard against Dort. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Maxey. For 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Mobley outside. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of body there to cover. Mobley using that to his advantage.
Dallas shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
And the free throw, no good.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
Now here's Simmons. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Thompson. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Kennard, the pass to Maxey. Outside Williams. Back to Maxey. The shot that time, not on target. Nice defense from Dort. RJ is an elite floor spacer. Luke Kennard has made quite a living.
Of his 9 years in the league, he's only shot under 40% from 3 2 times. And in both those years, he shot 39%. That's elite level consistency.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A different look for Dallas. Sims is checked in. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Nurkic. Reza Shea, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside Williams. Pass to Brown. Outside, Maxey. Four on the clock. To the left side wing. Here's Reza Shea. With the clock winding down, and Williams throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now, here's Nesmith. Pass to Sims. Now, Shepard. He's covered by Maxey. And it's Shepard missing. Chicago has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Bono. And he jams it with authority.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. To the middle, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Inside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Brown. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. Pass to Nesmith. And it's Shepard, top of the key. Dallas moving the ball around. Dort passes to Shepard. Here's the 3. Mobley misses. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. Outside, Maxey. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And finished off by Shepard.
I like the touch from Shepard, finishing around the rim.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Chicago. To the wing on the left. Maxey in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Hey, Richard, the play-in tournament has not been kind to the Bulls in the past couple years.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be in the play-in tournament 3 seasons in a row. That's where we should start. And every time they failed to advance, it shows how valuable getting a top 6 seed can be.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Bulls third.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And he makes the first.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Maxey hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Houston passes to Nesmith. Here's Shepard. A three-pointer off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Maxey passes to Hachimura. Back to Maxey. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Over to the left wing. Houston passes to Sims. Here's Shepard. They set the pick. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Batadze. He's off from 17 feet. Chicago leading by 9. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin?
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Shepard with the drive. Yep, that one goes. Shepard's got 4 this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
DiVincenzo passes to Batadze. Right side, Maxey. Takes a shot at the elbow. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Barnes. He's covered by Hachimura. From 11 feet away, Barnes can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 7. Hachimura kicks to DiVincenzo. drains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Maxey. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Rizachet. Hachimura setting the pick for Rizachet. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And you can tell Rizachet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Here's Houston. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Rizachet, and that one's good. Barnes.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
From deep, Maxey, and the Bulls another 3.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bulls lead by 11. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Chicago Bulls.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as... Now let's take a... And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Maxey. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Mobley is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Simmons in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey, and the shot is good. Maxey's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Dort kicks to Mobley. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Dort. Here's Mobley. Another shot, and it's blocked. And they recover it. That one goes. Count it. And so Brown will bring it up for the Bulls. Now here's Gordon. And they double up Maxey. And here's Brown outside. Simmons pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the paint, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Playmaking is a strong suit for Simmons. He knows how to break up the defense.
Pass to Williams. And here's Maxey. And they double up Maxey. Up top, Brown, defended by Dort. From deep, Maxey. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Nurkic. Down low. Here's Mobley. Knocks it loose. The Bulls leading by 11. Brown the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
It's stolen by Dort. Pass to Nurkic. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When it all clicks, you see why Simmons was the #1 overall pick.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Chicago. And here are the Bulls now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Gordon. Back to Kennard. Brown against Dort. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Simmons passes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Williams. And here's Gordon, covered by Mobley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Mobley. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
That free throw good from Gordon.
Well, Aaron Gordon affects every aspect of the game. Plus, he infuses athleticism and versatility into your lineup. Such a valuable piece of this team.
And both free throws good for Gordon. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Jaylen Brown. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, how about 22 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists? And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Nurkic. Dallas moving it around. Here's Mobley. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Lets it go with a three. No good from Simmons. The Bulls leading by 11. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Bulls third.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious. And it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Hit me, I'm open.
Mobley outside. He takes it in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
In those long strides of Mobley, using that momentum to push through the defense.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And here is Brown. He's got 5. Pass to Kennard. Now Williams. Lob pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Dort. Williams against Simmons. Over Williams. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Ben Simmons.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Outside, Dort. Back to Simmons. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Simmons. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Lock at 6. And here is Simmons. It's up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Back to Brown. To the middle. He's looking for Williams and finds him.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Williams kicks to Brown. To the left wing. Here's Gordon. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mobley the pass to Simmons. Back to Mobley. Thompson sets the pick for Mobley. And there's the drive. Here's Dort. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bulls leading by 5. Pass to Kennard. Here's Gordon, covered by Mobley. Launches a 3, and it's Gordon missing. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Mobley a screen on Kennard, and stolen by Gordon. Pass to Brown. Gordon against Mobley. Gordon kicks to Kennard. Here's Brown. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Unable to get that one.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket for Mobley.
And at just under 7 feet, you really have to pull out all the stops on Mobley inside.
Kennard, the bounce pass. And the 3-ball is good. Gordon's got 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Mavericks trail by 6. Outside, Simmons. Here's Houston. There's a screen. Outside for Simmons. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Neesmith finds Simmons. Here's Shepard, defended by DiVincenzo. Dallas again missing. The Bulls leading by 6. Pass to Kennard. Another 3 for Chicago.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Shoots from the baseline. Simmons can't get it to go. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kennard with the ball. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Ricochet. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Ricochet so talented with the ball in his hands.
Here's Shepard, defended by DiVincenzo. Now Shepard, 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. They could use a bucket. Rebound by the Bulls.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
DiVincenzo finds Ricochet. Now here's Kennard. Here's Bitadze, and Bitadze throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Simmons against Hachimura. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Sims, the pass to Houston. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Rizache, Tyrese Maxey out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Gordon in at the center. Nurkic the pass to Thompson. DiVincenzo against Simmons. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. The Bulls leading by 16. Hachimura finds Rizache. Banked in off the glass. Rizache's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Chicago. Dort against Maxey. Now here's Nurkic. Back to Dort. There's the three. The second chance effort. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
And this is what Thompson does best. His aggressiveness on the boards is what makes him a valuable player.
Simmons against Maxey. The three. The Mavericks pull it in. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Dort against Gordon. Dort kicks to Simmons. Pass to Dort. Here's Nurkic. And here is Simmons. Fires the three. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
The Bulls leading by 14. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Rizache. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Dort passes to Simmons. Shoots over Rizache, and too long on the shot.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Outside Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 25 points in the game.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looks so composed amongst those trees.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Simmons. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Over Gordon. And it's Chicago with the rebound. To the paint. Kicks it out to Maxey. Drains it from beyond the arc. And he has 28 points for the game.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Simmons passes to Dort. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Dallas making a switch here. Mobley's checked in.
He's a big man that loves to get physical for his team. Yusuf Nurkic knows his job is to go battle in that paint.
Outside Gordon. Up top Brown. Defended by Dort. Pass to Bona. Maxey on the wing. Over Simmons. Maxey, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Mobley kicks to Thompson. Back to Mobley. Nurkic the pass to Thompson. Now Mobley. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. They say was last touched by Mobley. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. It's sent back down by Simmons.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Thompson dishes to Simmons. Shoots over Brown, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Bona. Now Maxey.
Who's watching here?
Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got 11 in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Chicago leading by 18. And here is Brown. From deep, Maxey. Rebound by Nurkic. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. He gets that one.
Oh, just not enough. Nurkic can deal with that physicality inside with ease.
Chicago making a switch here. Vitadze's checked in. And that one misses.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Simmons against Brown. Inside and stolen by Gordon. Fast break. Here comes Chicago up the floor. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The way that Gordon has grown his game has been outstanding. Nice feed there.
Dort kicks to Mobley. Outside, Simmons. Dort a screen on Brown. Back to Mobley. A 3 from Simmons. Maxey grabs the miss.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Oh, the 7-foot Nurkic sending it back.
It's Dort on the wing, defended by Gordon. Mobley double-teamed. Pass to Nurkic. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And here are the Mavericks now. Clock is at 3. And here's Simmons for 3.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Screen by Batadze. From deep, Maxey. Mavericks trail by 18. Mobley with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Simmons. Now Nurkic. Oh, great touch off the pass. The Bulls leading by 16. Now Brown. Now Williams. And stolen by Thompson. Outside, Dort. Now Thompson. Here's Simmons. Dort outside. Misses the 3. Dort against Brown. Outside Gordon. Brown sets a screen for Gordon. Now Maxey. It's good from long range. Maxey's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Mavericks call time here. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Mark Williams.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, the dunk!
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They led the game at 1 point by 20. A moment for an injury report.
Thank you. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them, huge margin of victory for Chicago.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Mark Williams.
And what effort he had on the board, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Here's Maxey. Outside Brown. Now Maxey. Four on the shot clock. And again unable to change the momentum here. Nurkic up top, defended by Gordon. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Mark Williams.